Stop treating leg attacks as if they're special attacks in some type of video game. You don't have to wait for them to reload back up. So we're going to take a quick look at Austin Gomez, Tanner Sloan, David Carr, and a few #1 seeds from Penn State who end up placing third at NCAA. So really good wrestlers. All right. So first, we're going to look at 2 takedowns from Austin Gomez in the same match. So he's down 6-0. Armin from Armenia is a really good wrestler. He's been near that top level for a very long time. So on his initial attack, he's going to miss the leg completely. Most guys here are either giving up a rear attack or they're just focused on getting back up to their feet. But notice how Armin ended up evading the attack. He just picked his leg up. Not really a proper down block. And a lot of wrestlers would do this to try to, I'm guessing, maintain energy or try to conserve energy. That's the word I'm looking for. But Austin Gomez, besides coming back up to his stance, he's going to use his foot to plant off of, and then he just shoots right, like he goes right back into another shot. Let's watch that one more time. He notices, hey, I'm still in position to attack. I don't care if it takes me the first time or the second time. I just want to score. This one's a little bit easier to see, a little bit more broken up, but it happens instantly. And these were his 2 takedowns against in this match. So he shoots, misses the leg. From his position, he realizes, wait, like I'm lower than him. I can just shoot again. He just shoots out again against the same leg. I know it seems basic, but people are not doing this. I watch a lot of wrestling. People, for the most part, are not doing this. I made a video on Tanner Sloan and his elbow pass leg attacks a while back. Watch this. Misses the leg. Elbow pass leg attack, misses the leg. He's going to use this foot to push off of and attack the legs again. His opponent was not ready for it. Guys defend this way because it typically works. That's the reason why they defend this way. Most of the time it's, okay, I missed it. Let me wait a few seconds before I attack again. I don't know. Now, this is a skill. Like this is a split-second decision. A lot of wrestlers can do this if they purposely miss their first attack just to set up the second attack, right? This is the same breath of the same kind of train of thought of my videos of shot reshot. And I call it shot reshot when you take a shot and then you take a shot again, right, from your new position. Sweep single to a double, high crotch to a double, double leg to a double. It's the same thing. Being able to notice in a split second, I missed the attack, but wait, in this new position, I'm in position to attack again. It's the same as that mindset as the shot reshots. That's what it is, right? Here you have David Carr. He uses a very similar sequence to end up beating Kicking O'Toole at the 2024 NCAAs, and we're going to look at that clip after this one. And that's a perfect example, highest level you can get. But he does his fake. His opponent get wet on the hands and knees in this example. So he's going to try an initial reattack or an initial attack. Does not get it. His opponent ends up getting away. Cool. Most guys are like, I tried it, and they let their opponent come back up to their stance and they're ready to wrestle again. But what's the point of that? His opponent is still out of position. This is a bad position for this guy to be in. If it was a good position, then he would wrestle this way. This is a bad position to be in. So David Carr just goes in for another attack. If you haven't already, check out my bookstore on Shopify where I have these 2 books published, as well as my 3rd book, Master the Cross Wrist. I also have a 4th book coming out very soon. Should be out before the end of the month. I know you guys will love them. And let's get back to the video. Kicking O'Toole, notice, 26 seconds on the clock. 1 leg attack. 2 leg attacks. 3 leg attacks, Kicking O'Toole out of position, 4th leg attack. In 7 seconds. 7 seconds, 4 leg attacks. Now, this is in the last, 30 seconds of the match. So a lot of wrestlers will shoot this way when there's short time left. What I'm saying is, if it's so effective, because think about the mindset. If you can do this when you need to, or if you're willing to do it when you need to at the end of a match because you're losing, you're pretty much saying that I'm only going to use this technique. This technique is good enough to work against a wrestler who is either at equal skill level as me or who's probably better than me, right? If I need to use it at the end of a match. They're at least equal skill level. And they know for a fact I'm about to attack them because I'm losing, so I need to. And yet it's still good enough to work. But in the first 6.5 minutes of the match in college, or the first 5.5 minutes of the match, I'm not going to use it then. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, this is a very good way to attack. Now, I know you can't do this for 6 minutes straight, right? Because you're human, you have limited cardio, you don't have 10 lungs. But I'm just saying in general, when you do decide to attack, a lot of times you guys are, I miss it, let me come back up to my feet, hand fight some more, and set up again. When you could have just scored at that moment. Now, the next two examples we're going to look at is from Tyler Kasak and from Luke Dahl. I always have a hard time saying his last name. But perfect reattack effort. So this is number 1 seed versus number 3 seed. Like, this is high level. They're both All-American. This is the All-American rounds. I believe the conference semifinals, not the 3rd and 4th place match. I'm pretty sure Luke wrestled Matt Ramos in the 3rd and 4th place match. But Eddie Ventresca is going to try and attack. And Luke is going to try to reattack. Does not get it. Now, Eddie Ventresca is still in bad position. He is on the knee with his hands posted on Luke. Luke realizes that I'm just going to snap your wrist and attack the leg you just stepped up with. And not getting the attack. Similar thing with Tyler Kasak. I really like this one because this one would emphasize the skill aspect of this, because some of it is just making a decision. Some of this you can implement tomorrow, right, or today into your practice of just making a decision. But a lot of it is skill development that would take weeks, months, maybe even years of dedicated, purposeful time, intentional time in building this, because he doesn't have to reset his footwork, which is something that I talk about with Jacob Cardenas and Adam Kemp and those guys that I've done videos on. Especially Cardenas, I made quite a few videos on him about this works even better when you don't have to reset your feet. So Cody Chittum, like, tries some type of underhook throw by maybe, and Tyler Kasak tries to reattack, the obvious at the reattack, and Chittum does a good job circling out, right? But this leg is open now. Like, Tyler Kasak can see, okay, this side of the body is open. Look at his feet though. His feet never resets. He just explodes from his current footwork, like from his current placement of his feet. He just attacks from there. A lot of guys would have had to take another penetration step or come back up to like a almost not up to their stance all the way, but maybe like a little bit kind of stand up to their feet, or at least one of their feet steps up and reattack, and that gives your opponent, in this case Chittum, more time to defend. From this position here, both feet from a square stance. Right, there's no like penetration leg. He explodes off of both legs and realizes, hey, this attack is here, and he ends up getting the takedown. So something I want to talk about is just when you're practicing your shots, because we all do a lot of leg attacks, I'm sure, in most of your practices or every practice like some second effort attacks. Sometimes it's resetting very quick and shooting again very, very quickly right before your opponent like resets again themselves. Or sometimes it's legit in your same shot, you miss it, like in Austin Gomez and Tanner Sloan, the first few examples of them using it, of before either one of us reset, I'm attacking the legs again. Like, that's how you want to do it. So just wanted to use these clips to communicate that. You can do this for your own attacks as well as reattacks after your opponent attacks. So yeah, see you guys on the next video.